I am not in position to give you first-hand information of what happened inside there, about 1.5 kilometers at the EC grounds, for reasons that I already stated earlier. As a nation media group, we were denied access to the ground there by the presidential guards, that is the Special Forces Command.
The criminal regime headed by General Kaguta Museveni has continued to block free media. Not once, not twice, General Museveni has come out to castigate, the Daily Nation. Daily Nation controls NTV, I think, Dembe FM and a couple of some stations, saying that they are anti-government. If a radio station or any media comes out to point out the errors of government, they call it anti-Museveni. So during nomination, NTV was blocked from covering Museveni's nomination. Can you imagine a head of state is becoming intolerant? In fact, the NTV journalist came out and talked about this. In fact, he said these statements. Here's them.
I am not in position to give you first-hand information of what happened inside there, about 1.5 kilometers at the EC grounds, for reasons that I already stated earlier. As a nation media group, we were denied access to the ground there by the presidential guards, that is the Special Forces Command, for reasons best known to them. But what I can be able to tell you is what transpired outside here. And of course, the day kicked off with President Museveni himself arriving here at exactly 10 a.m. With a very huge convoy, followed by supporters and his endorsers, or rather nominees. I was able to notice the motorcade of the Deputy Speaker, Thomas Tayewa. I was able to notice the motorcade of Alhaji Moses Chigongo, the motorcade of the First Deputy Prime Minister, Rebecca Kadaga, among others. Whatever transpired inside, details we are yet to find out. And at about 15 minutes past midday, the second presidential candidate, that is Elton Joseph Mabirizi, made his way here in a small vehicle.
That is the NTV journalist. He came out to reveal that he was blocked by the SFC. Those who don't know, the SFC is the a brigade that guards the president. If in fact it's going to be made a full command, it has been illegal for a very long period of time, because for a command to be set up, it must be created as an act of parliament. But SFC has been having deputies and commanders without being formed by a parliament. So it shows you the illegality. If the sitting president can be such intolerant to an extent of blocking people from covering an event, a nomination event, it shows two things. One, the electoral commission must be the one managing the nomination process. A candidate cannot come out and block someone who wants to nominate. Are you understanding? And for example, if I go to Mulago Hospital must be with the powers to block me enter, not any other entity. If the SFC blocks someone from entering Mulago Hospital because of a particular patient, it shows you how Mulago Hospital was subjugated. So this scenario shows you how the electoral commission was subjugated. How can a foreign entity block a nomination event where people should come and cover? Okay? Maybe the SFC would go on and block the NTV from State House and others, but to block someone from the electoral commission, those are the issues that are supposed to be answered. It shows you how the electoral commission was subjugated. Okay? Because that event must be handled by the electoral commission. SFC cannot try to block an event or block people from securing a media coverage within your headquarters. It shows you the loopholes in an election. It shows you that our systems are vague, that we are subjugated by the regime. To further show you that, during an event, I think it was the NRM event and the PLU, because the PLU came out to say that they are going to support General Kaguta Museveni, Frank Gashumba was seen castigating a reporter who does not even have powers to play things on TV. He came out to say that their stories are not shown. Okay? You can imagine how, I think it was an issue that was premeditated by the NRM regime. In fact, this is what happened. Here's the So that is Frank Gashumba complaining that NTV does not give the good time to the General Kaguta Museveni and they give it to Bobby Wine. You clearly see that these regime propagandists are fighting hard to subjugate other media stations and TV stations to give them priority. And the same people like Frank Gashumba always come out on different media stations to say that Bobby Wine works for Museveni. So you clearly see that they are contradicting themselves. If Bobby Wine works for Museveni and the NTV plays Bobby Wine's news, Frank Gashumba would have been the happiest person because their entity that they are supporting is getting media coverage. Okay? So the same person complaining on NTV that General Museveni does not get prime time is the same person who will go on another show to tell you how Bobby Wine and NUP works for General Kaguta Museveni. So if your entity works for the entity you support and is being given prime time, you must be happy. But that's how regime propagandists work. They think we are cockroaches and we are stupid. We understand. So for me, I think this is an attack on free media. This is an attack on the opposition. This is an attack on our civil liberties. And for me, I keep on telling people that media is known as the fourth estate for that reason, because it holds people to account. Where government institutions have failed, the media comes in. Now even the regime is encroaching on the media liberties, and by the time we will wake up, they will be finished. We must guard the sanctity of the media. We must guard the sanctity of government institutions. Others have been subjugated, but we must continue fighting for them to be free. So for me, I think NTV being blocked by the regime in front of the Electoral Commission, it shows you that Electoral Commission has no power. Imagine if Bobby Wine came and blocked some journalists when he's nominating. What does that show? Okay? Imagine this regime propaganda is coming out to say that NTV is giving prime time to NTV. Yet these are the same people who come out to say that Bobby Wine works from 7. They would have been happy if Bobby Wine is getting prime time, if indeed he works with the General Kaguta Museveni. Of course, it's Mampina remain yours truly, Mr. Makinde, Kabir Sulaiman Mawagali, the next MP for Makinde East constituency. I'll see you on another one. Peace.
Nsanyula mu vetting ye Makinde kyenayizemu kyandaze ebintu ndowooza bisatu. 1. Omubaka aliyo yasooka n'agamba mbu ebyokulonda bivuddemu ebyokwesimbawo. Teyagamba abantu muze yali abimufulumizza olwa pressure gye nali mutaddeko. Ate n'amaana agamba bwe twali tudde mu vetting kuba twagiruddemu nnyo najja ng'olwedde tutudde amawulire ne gamugendako ng'akomyewo. Ekyalaze bunanfusi bino bye tulimu si katemba mbokera bukezi n'ogamba nvuddemu ate nkomyewo. Birimu okufa kw'abantu. Abantu sayino nga beedi muntu bakyali mu kkomera gwe n'ogamba kuba nze ntwala ekintu kino mbuno oba oweereddwa omukisa nga muganda ngo bwe bamukwasizza kawempe. Gwe abakomanda waawo baba bakwasizza kangereze ku mundu nga RPG bakuwadde n'amasasi agalimu. Bw'ogiteeka wansi n'ogamba nze mbivuddemu. Oba bizanyiddemu n'ogamba okomera olwassa bwate mundu wansi nze ne njibaka. Nze abadde akubagana ab'enale mu constituency okulaba nga njibafulumya. Obunanfuusi n'ambembino bye tulimu nyeko Derek si byakusaga olina okubikomera. N'avumya n'ekibiina kyaffe mbu kyali kimusaba ssente mbu bamuwe tiketi milioni 4 n'agaana ng'asirise. Tiyavaayo kola qualification najja ku kibiina nga kubanga kwavaluza ffe mulimu discipline teyayoleseza discipline n'oluba lutalo olina okukolesa discipline. Komando w'amaanyi ne waabeera n'abasirikale nga banafu olutalo baba bajja luwangula. Ate komando omunafu ne waba n'abasirikale nga b'amaanyi abagenda kuttisa abasirikale. Nze nakitutunga mu Makinde East komanda waayo abdicatinga n'adduka katugenda mu protest vote. Bwe tunagenda mu protest vote n'agamba mbivuddemu.